If you're new to colouring, you're probably asking yourself, which coloured pencils should I buy? Should I go for the most affordable ones, or watercolour pencils, medium range, or the most expensive ones, Polychromos, loved by many artists on YouTube? Let's compare and dive into it. I really love the tin of the watercolour pencils, and I was really curious about this particular one because I've been using a cheaper, most affordable option of Faber Castell Watercolour Pencils in the box, red series, and they're fine, nothing wrong with them. But I was wondering if there's any difference between the ones I've been using before and these. They come with a little booklet. There's some tips and tricks and inspirations, and the way you can actually use them was hatching, cross-hatching, blending and layering. Now, the Polychromos were launched to the market over 100 years ago, and they're well known for their excellent quality and maximum breaking strength and outstanding brilliance. Both tins are exactly the same. Obviously the branding is different, but they both come in a nice sturdy tin. It's a nice kind of matte feeling. The pencils looks absolutely amazing, and they come with a booklet as well. There's a little bit of more explanation, in-depth explanation of different techniques. So they're explaining how to apply pressure, how to hold the pencil, how to layer it, how to do color gradients, etc. And an extra tip, you can actually devolve the pencils with the paraffin oil used for painting. So let's start with the most affordable line of pencils, and I'm using the Botanical Mandalas colouring book simply because the pattern is repetitive, so it's easy to test. It's the exact same elements. I'm starting with the key and using orange and brown just for some extra depth, and I can feel that they're a bit hard and they're a little bit difficult to blend, but they're still really good pencils. So if you're only starting out, there's nothing wrong with them. You're gonna have a lot of fun. Let's check the medium range with watercolors. I'm really curious about these. I can see the orange is more vibrant in this set, and it actually feels much softer. So it feels like it almost flows on the page more smoothly. I'm gonna add some yellow just for some highlights. It blends really, really nice. I really like that. Just adding a few yellow petals. Let's check the green. I'm going to do a brighter green, which is quite nice and vibrant, like that, and a darker green just for some shades. Okay, and let's compare it to the cheaper option, the red series. We also have bright green and a dark green in the box. Okay, and you can see clearly that they're not as vibrant, and they're not popping as much as watercolor ones. Just because they're watercolors, you can actually dissolve them with a little bit of water to create the watercolor paints effect. You only need a tiny bit of water, you don't want to create puddles. Goes really, really nice. It's not going to wrinkle the paper, it's just a tiny bit of water. I'm really happy with the result. Let's check Polychromos. They're fancy pencils, and they actually feel quite similar to the watercolors. They're vibrant and they're smooth. Let's check the background. I'm adding a little bit of blue and purple just to create the transition. Which one should you buy? My choice would be the watercolor ones. Even though they're not the most expensive ones, I'm actually really enjoying them because I love watercolor paint, so maybe I'm a bit sentimental. And Polychromos are excellent as well, but if you're only starting out, the red series will also be more than enough for you to start. If you're thinking about buying it as a gift, the tin is definitely much nicer and more practical, but the choice is yours. Please share in the comments what are your thoughts and which ones are your favorite.